What if I told you that one of the biggest responsibilities that you have in your life is to open your eyes? But before we get into that, good morning, everyone. And thank you so much for joining me here on a brand new episode of Shaar HaBechina. Now, opening your eyes, not just physically, but spiritually, to truly see the world, not just to just look at it, because Hashem didn't just create a world filled with brilliance and order and beauty. He also commanded us to reflect on it. In the previous episode, we explored the idea that common sense was the first of the three reasons alone that obligates us to examine this world that Hashem built. But today, we're going deeper into the second proof, that which is written in the Torah. And we're going to bring a few psukim over here. Now, Yeshayahu HaNavi says that raise your eyes on high and see who created these things. What does that mean? It isn't just something that's poetic. It's really a command that Hashem gave us. Hashem is calling us to look up to the sky, not just, again, physically, but mentally, spiritually, and to look at the stars, the sun, the moon, just the wonders of Shemayim, and let them lead us back to their source, to where. But why? Because everything is in creation. Everything in creation is screaming out the message. There's design here. There's order over here. There's kindness here. And our job is to listen and see that. Look up at Shemayim, the Torah says. The sun rises, it sets, at an exact, precise time. And the moon affects the tides. The stars perfectly positioned for navigation and timekeeping. Back in the day, they used that way. None of this is random. The pasuk tells us that you must see this. You must ask, who created all this? And if you don't do that, if you walk through life blind to all these signs, then you've ignored a huge mitzvah, straight that's written from Hashem. Because the Torah doesn't say, if you're in the mood, go and reflect, right? It says, look, see, know. That's what it says. And that brings us to a real sobering truth, that the Chovos HaLevavos explains that someone who refuses to reflect is worse than an animal, like we spoke before, because an animal is not expected to contemplate what's in the sky, to contemplate what Hashem has given us. But we were given that power. And if we misuse that very thing that Hashem gave us that makes us human, then we've missed the whole point. When was the last time you stood under a night sky and asked yourself, wow, who made all this? When was the last time you saw sunrise and thought, wow, what is Hashem trying to show me? Are we really seeing, or are we just walking through this world with our eyes closed? Hashem has placed signs, signals all around us every single day. And the Torah urges us to look up, to look around, and most importantly, look inside, internalize, because by seeing the world with depth, we begin to live with depth. And by recognizing Hashem in the details of the universe, we start recognizing Him in the details of our very own lives. So the next time you lift up your eyes to Hashem, remember, it's not just an experience, it's not just an emotion, it's a mitzvah. Thank you, everyone, for joining me here today, and I love you all.